Jamie, can you look up that video of that deer getting hit by a truck? Jamie, can you look up that
Jamie, can you show us any video you have of Tiananmen Square?
Jamie, can you look up the Love Canal incident? What's your favorite incident?
Like of all time?
Yeah.
Watergate.
If you had to pick one.
Watergate.
Yeah, you a big Watergate fan?
No, I just think it's funny. I think President Richard Nixon.
Election interference is funny?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
I don't know about all the time.
I don't think there's been like a single 100% legitimate election in American history, probably.
I don't think that's true. I think one of them had to be like everyone was on board, you know? Or, you know, like there's always someone who's like, I'm going to fuck over the whole election. I'm going to do the whole thing. It's going to be because of me. But then, you know, they only get like 2 fraudulent votes included.
Yeah, but you know, that's still 2. That's not 100%. That's like 99.99998.
No, but it's never happened in American history. It's never happened where there's been like enough fraudulent votes or whatever to actually
for it to like make a difference. Sure.
Yeah, except for that one county in South Carolina or whatever that one time. But apart from that, it was like 20 years ago or some shit.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think Watergate is a good incident.
Yeah, that's a good incident.
What other good incidents? Like just generally incidents?
I don't know. I know I asked the question, but I don't have any guidelines for you to follow necessarily.
I think the invention of the trebuchet was a good incident.
You think that did a lot for humans as a whole?
Maybe not anymore, but I think overall at the time it was probably one of the most revolutionary things that happened.
You know what was a cool incident that I feel like you should have gone to this immediately, the safemoon incident.
Oh, what happened?
You made a lot of money is what happened.
Oh, well, yeah. But I don't know if that's like one of the incidents of all time.
You don't think you making a lot of money is reason to celebrate that incident? That's a pretty big. That's a big incident for you.
It wasn't like that much.
You made $10 million.
That's actually true. This is true. This did happen.
But I bring it up because I don't know if you saw, but it literally, like, I don't know if it's today or yesterday, but very recently it came out that the SEC and the FBI are indicting SafeMoon and the 3 people who founded it. Yeah,
that's wild.
So they're going in for a couple counts of securities fraud, wire fraud.
Oh man, that's tough. I did sell it like a long time ago, but
yeah. But those are your boys.
They are not my boys.
They are your boys because you believed in them. They said this shit is going to the moon and it's safe, and you said that is a good idea.
And I said that's something I can get behind.
You said I will financially support this.
Hey, it worked out for me. That's all I'm saying.
I can't think of I'm just going to say, hey, welcome back to the show, everybody.
Welcome back.
It's episode 99. So shout out, one away from 100.
We went back. Yep. Yeah,
episode 99. It's been 4 years since we started the podcast. We're happy to be here.
Happy to be here. Year 4 of this marriage.
Year 4.
Yeah.
No, this is good. Isn't it fucked up? Dude, it snowed yesterday.
No, it didn't.
Did you see that shit? What are you talking about?
It didn't snow here.
Were we not on a Discord call yesterday and you said you had to get ice off of your car?
No.
What?
Are you gaslighting me right now?
No, you dead ass said this.
I swear on my life I did not. It did not snow.
Yeah, you did.
I definitely didn't. Also because I didn't drive my car anywhere yesterday. or the day before
No,
that.
you said
I
this to me.
very rarely drive, Mike. I feel like you're making this up.
No, I swear to God, you said this to me.
You have to be thinking of someone else.
I promise you, I'm not.
You have to. I promise.
No. I'm not thinking of anybody else because I haven't talked to anybody else all
It didn't
week.
snow here. It literally didn't. It did not snow here at all.
Okay, well, whatever. It fucking snowed.
I saw that it snowed like generally, but it did not snow in Columbus, Ohio, and I did not
ridiculous.
have ice on my car.
Is
Nor
it
did I
April
drive
Fools?
yesterday.
Is my calendar wrong? What are you doing?
No,
right
you're
now?
just losing it.
I'm not losing it. For the record.
Whatever. Viewers at home,
This is ridiculous.
did it snow yesterday, November 1st? No. It snowed in Cincinnati.
That
But it didn't
doesn't
snow
that
in
doesn't
Columbus.
do anything for me. I don't talk to
I know it
anyone
doesn't.
in
I'm just
Cincinnati.
saying that it's close, sort of, and I could see how you might be confused. I swear you're making that up. I swear.
I'm not.
I don't think that happened. I don't think it did.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Okay.
We can
Sorry. We'll move on.
we put you in with the liars of Safe Moon. That's what I call them. They're just liars.
I mean, like you're definitely right. They definitely did lie.
Well, yeah, they literally lied.
Oh, yeah. Well, they also there was just blatant evidence of them lying for multiple years after that.
Yeah, there's like text messages and stuff.
Yeah.
Where they were just like, should we tell people that literally the text messages were verbatim, hey, by the way, should we tell people that we can actually just take money out of the liquidity pool? And one guy was like, no.
Nah.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
the one guy who started it bought a mansion and shit.
Yeah, they bought some nice cars and stuff like that.
Can't blame him, you know?
I could blame them. I am blaming them, actually.
No, I mean what they did was wrong, but
But here's
I-
what Henry's saying. If you do wrong things, then it's okay to buy a supercar. So,
well, yeah, you think everyone who owns a supercar in the world is a really good person?
no, none of them are.
Yeah, name one good person who owns a
But
supercar.
I'm just saying they have, the extra onus to not buy a supercar given that their crimes are so blatant.
Yeah,
Whereas
that's fair.
Bill Gates, singular,
Gate.
there's only one of them.
Yeah.
You
They
know.
think his name is Bill Gates, but that's just wrong. There's literally only one guy.
Does Melinda still go by Gates?
I feel like she probably doesn't.
Because it's the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Yeah, but I feel like they got divorced and they were kind of chill about it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's you get divorced at
I feel like
however
they
old
kind of-
they are. It's like
Yeah, they were yeah, we have kids. I love this person, but it's just not. We're not. This isn't what I want for the rest of my life.
I don't want to live with this person. Is probably more what it was like.
Yeah,
Which
well,
is
maybe
chill.
that too.
But they still
really know if you can-
work together,
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Trying
They're
to-
fine.
figure out polio or whatever.
I thought they did that.
But the work is never done, Henry.
True.
So you got to think about that.
I will think about that, and you know what that is? That's beautiful. It's beautiful that I can think about that.
It's beautiful that you can think about things.
It's beautiful that I have the ability cognitively to think about that.
That's
cool.
It is kind of beautiful that we can think. I'll
Some
agree
people
to that.
Can't though.
I think everyone thinks. Some people's thinking is just bad.
I don't think everyone thinks. Actually, I don't think that's true. Because I don't know, the amount of people that I've encountered that just no thoughts, head empty, and I thought it was a joke, and then I realized that it isn't a joke.
Yeah.
Is too many.
No, I think people are just dumb.
Dude, I had my
Yeah,
one
I
friend,
don't think
tell
it's-
me that they don't have a voice in their head.
Yeah, that's 50% of people though.
What?
Yeah, they don't have an internal monologue. Yeah.
What? How do you think then? Who do you bounce all your ideas off of? Am I schizophrenic? Is that what it is?
I guess the only way I can think about explaining it is I have an internal monologue, so it's for me it's a different guy talking, But for other people who don't have an internal monologue, it's them like talking without saying words. You know what I mean? But for us, it's like we have a guy that does all those things. And we pay him in calories to do that.
Yeah. My guy got a little underpaid today. He's probably going to be mad.
I've been underpaying my guy for my whole life, I think.
That's my new thing, is that on a day that I just like don't eat enough, I'm just like, yeah, I'm on a cut.
Yeah, it's we're really dieting today. So.
Ethan and I do that together.
Yeah.
It'll be like, yeah, because I woke up this morning late. I skipped my first class by accident because I slept through it. And then on my way to work, I was like, I'm just going to bring this bag of pretzels with me, and this will be lunch. And then that's what I had. And Tina was like, what do you mean, babe? You haven't eaten all day? And I was like, yeah, I'm on a cut today. Today only. Limited sale.
I mean, that's what happens when you stay up till midnight 30 playing on a modded Minecraft server on a Wednesday night.
I'm so cool with it.
It's your life, man. You could do whatever you want. I can't really say anything about it.
Right.
But all I'm saying is, you got to deal with the consequences of your own actions. That's something a lot of people don't think about.
That is so true. Except I'm not suffering any consequences.
What? Yeah, you are. You dumb piece of shit. Your consequences are you didn't wake up on time. You didn't have breakfast, which is, by the way, I don't know if you know this, the most important meal of the day. Okay. And you said, I'll get by with a bag of fucking...
pretzels.
What's the pretzel brand? Where it's
Dots.
like... No, it's like Dr. Schweppes or something. I know Schweppes is like a soda, but you know what I'm saying?
Wait, I would say Schweppes does not make pretzels.
There's one that starts with like an SCH. Schneider's. You get a bag of fucking Schneider's, acting like it's gonna get the jobs done better than fucking 2 eggs and some sausage. It ain't. Okay.
No, I mean it ain't. But like, you tell me do you eat breakfast every day without fail?
Yes.
Really?
It's because I don't eat lunch.
Okay, so that doesn't make
lunch
up
is
for
the
it.
least important meal of the day.
No, it's not. It's still
yes,
important.
it is.
Okay, whatever.
Lunch is not important, and I am a doctor, which means it's true.
All right, fine.
Have you ever thought about that?
I haven't thought about that, but you want to know what? You're right, so I can't really be too upset about it.
Yeah. I think we should
go on a date.
I lost the thought.
Okay. I think we should go see the FNAF movie.
I'm not going to do that.
Are you sure? Ethan watched it. He said it was really good.
Okay, well, I looked up the Rotten Tomato score, and
it was like 20%.
Disagree. That's impressively bad. I said this to someone else earlier this week, but I was like, people who go to a movie, generally expect to like the thing that they're going to go see. So for then afterwards, people who thought that they were going to like it to come out and be like, this was not good, that is bad.
I feel like that's not true. I feel like movie critics never know what audiences will actually like.
Well, I'm not talking about the critics. I'm talking about normal people reviews.
Oh, the normal people reviews are good.
Oh, are they? I thought they were very bad.
Yeah. No. Critic reviews, the movie got a 28%, but I think regular Rotten Tomatoes, FNAF.
Regardless, critics are right most of the time.
I feel like that's so not true.
No, it is true.
It's so not true.
Because,
Yeah, okay. On the tomato meter, which is an official score.
Don't talk to me about the tomato meter. Just give me the stats, man.
30% from critics and 88% from audience.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But even in cases where you have something like that, where you can't trust the user score, dude.
I trust the user score way more than I trust the critic score because I'm not a movie head. I don't fucking care. I go and I sit down in the movie expecting to like it.
You don't know what quality is.
Right, because I don't fucking care. I just think it's not that deep. I think that people are usually like, this movie, it has, and then like they dawdle on for like 50 minutes about like some random like plot structure, and they're like, and it doesn't have this, so it gets a 6.
But sometimes like it's not that deep, but it's deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like
it's if you're making, I forget what movie it is, but I remember like in high school when I was in one of my Latin classes, it was probably like honors Latin 3 or something, which is why I don't remember it. We watched one of those like old like Spartan movies or whatever that was very bad. I wish I could remember the name of it. But basically there's this scene where it's like supposed to be like a big battle breaking out like in the middle of this huge ass field, and like in the background you can see like cars on a highway, but the movie is supposed to be in ancient Rome.
Yeah.
So it's like there's shit like that. It's like, what are we doing here? Are we even trying?
Well, like that I get, and also I would love that in a movie.
Okay.
If I saw that, I would laugh my ass off.
But some shit is stupid, like the Saw movies, dude. Some of that shit is just dumb as hell. Bless you.
Thank you. I don't know what's been going on with me today. My allergies have been really bad. I will probably sneeze again.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard the new Saw movie was really bad.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. I mean, I've seen the first. Bless you again.
Thank you.
You
It'll happen.
tension whore.
Okay.
I saw the first 2 or 3 movies. I don't really remember. And then I saw one of the ones in the middle, so I like saw like number 6 or something.
Classic.
Yeah. But I was also thinking about going to see Saw 10, and I was like, it's not gonna be all that. It's not worth it, man.
It's like the same shit. I don't know how they do that like again and again and again every year.
If I'm gonna
like
pay
FIFA.
$16 for a ticket to a movie theater, I'm gonna pay for, like 2 months of Netflix or whatever. Just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Not that I'm,
I mean,
I'm
I feel
not
like that does
siding
suck.
on Netflix's side because we don't like
Yeah.
Netflix, but
I think that going to the movies is definitely like a better experience than just like watching shit on Netflix. But also, watching shit on Netflix is so convenient.
and it also includes the comfort of your own couch.
Yeah, and I can make popcorn, and it doesn't cost like 1 month's rent.
Yeah,
So, cool,
that is cool.
I do love that about that.
We are in the death of the movie theater era of our lives right now.
See, but I thought it was going to be COVID, and like I mean, I know a lot of theaters closed during COVID, but like not all of them. Like there's still a lot more movie theaters left.
Yeah,
I guess. But I don't know. I guess I feel like it's still on the decline. I feel like streaming services there's just more and more and more of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a thing of like, what's the best bad t-shirt, you know what I mean? Like they all just suck in their own ways, but
It's like playing TKO
Yeah.
in Jackbox.
But it's like all the streaming services suck ass. You will never catch me watching anything on Amazon Prime Video in my life. Are you kidding me?
Really?
That's disgusting.
I watched The Boys.
That's like having an Android phone. It's like, what are you doing?
That's actually so fair.
Not
I mean, I
that
don't think
not that
there's anything wrong
Amazon
with
Prime
having
Video doesn't have good shows on it. I'm just saying 99% of the shows they do have are garbage. Everything Netflix has made in the past 5 years is garbage, for sure.
That's not true. What about Stranger Things and Squid Game?
Stranger Things season 4, bro.
Well, okay, I'm not saying that was like the best one because it wasn't, but they have made better seasons in the past 5 years.
That was so long ago. No, when was season
What about
1?
okay? What about Squid Game, man? What about that?
Squid
That was
Game's
so good.
fine.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
really
fine.
good.
It's fine. I'm not
No,
gonna
it's
say
good.
it's great.
I'm gonna say it's good.
I think it was good television,
Yeah,
but
It
I'm
was
not
good.
gonna say it was an 8.7 out of 10 or anything like that.
I think
I
was
wouldn't
a
go that
solid,
far.
I would go that far. I would say it's a 9.
That's wild.
Name something that you think is a 10. It could be any category of anything.
Well, I don't say Shell gas stations.
What the fuck?
You said any category of anything.
You think that Shell is a 10 out of 10 gas station?
What's a 10 out of 10 gas station?
Speedway.
Speedway. He says Speedway, dude.
You said Shell.
What are you talking about, bro?
Oh my god.
Next, you're gonna start talking about Sheets, dude. Don't talk to me about Sheets, bro.
Oh, Sheets. I love Sheets.
No, the real shit
Okay,
is
you
like
pick
Wawa
Shell?
or something.
Yeah, no, that's true. Wawa's the best.
But we don't have
that.
Wawa, yeah.
So, Wawa is the best. I will agree that Wawa is a 10 out of 10 gas station.
I mean, Shell for me, it's more like a nostalgia. Like you walk in, and the entire walls, all of the walls are lined with lottery tickets and cigarettes. And then there's one corner with like a bunch of candy, and it's all like the weird off-brand stuff that you don't want. Like it's like they have M&Ms, but it's like fucking, They
got the weird ones.
They got the weird shits. They got the slime M&Ms, and it's like I didn't even know that they carried these.
Damn, I didn't even know they made that. And then you look at it closer, and it says like N and N's, and it's like, wait a minute, this isn't. And then you eat it, and you get really ill.
And
then
it
you
says
end up in the
like
Shell bathroom.
200 servings per package.
Right. And it only comes with one piece.
There's
like
one
wild.
big slimy mass. And you're like, why did I buy?
What are
I
we
can't
doing?
eat this in the car.
No, you can't. Because you'll get a mess everywhere. You can't have that.
But
Yeah, I
we're
love that
talking
about Shell, though. You're so right. You're so pessimist, man. You just don't like things.
That's not true. I like so many things.
Name one thing that you like. That's what I thought.
That's a dumb question. I like so
name
many
something
things.
that you like. Okay, fine. Then name anything that you like.
I like music.
Is music a 10 out of 10 sensory experience for you?
I think there's a lot of music out there that's a 10 out of 10 sensory experience for me.
Right.
There's a lot of garbage out there, okay? Namely,
almost like
I'm not flaming or whatever, but half of Drake's
Drake.
discography
Yeah, you just say
is absolute dog shit. The other 40% of it is almost dog shit. And then 5% is like in that neutral territory, and then the last 5% are like, we're basically talking about like 2 songs, but they're bangers.
Yeah, you ever heard of I Know When That Hotline Bling?
You ever heard of Rod Wave?
Yes. The guy who we played with that one time in Valorant? Yeah,
that's
I know
true.
him.
That's true. I don't think Rod Wave plays Valorant.
I don't think he does either. You never know, though. You'd be surprised.
But I don't know, things that are it's like that there's that TikTok trend where it's like you get 5 guys and one of them they like blindfold or whatever, and all the guys have to like decide on like a number, and then the guy that's blindfolded gives them the other people categories, and they have to like say a thing in that category that's equivalent to that number, and then the blindfolded guy has to guess the number. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
So
I understand the concept, but like
yeah. So it's like give me a dog breed.
Me right now?
Yeah.
Golden Retriever.
I would say, like, what number would you say is a golden retriever out of 10?
9.
So I would have to guess that it's a 9 is the idea of the game.
Isn't that totally just based off of like whatever the fuck the person who says the thing is, though?
Well, yeah, but the idea is you're not saying the number. You know what I mean? Like, you have to mutually agree that the thing that
it's
is
like
said
deserving of a 9
is deserve. Yeah.
That's fair.
So it's like if they say 10, you got to be like, all right, what's a 10 in terms of apps on your phone? It's like the weather app, probably.
Hell no.
No, the weather
I use that
app
shit
is
like
so
once
goated.
a week.
Nah. When has the weather app ever failed you? Be honest.
Never. I mean, it's awesome. It is definitely a 10 out of 10 app. How much do I use it? Almost never.
But that's not the question, so shut the hell up.
Okay, sorry. You're right. 10 out of 10 app. Well, I like to, like, my mom, I think, just berated me so much when I was a kid about, like, what I wore outside that now that I'm an adult and I can decide what the fuck I want to do with my own life, I just raw dog life all the time. Like, I don't want to know if it's raining. I'll walk outside and I'll fucking find out.
What the hell?
And then I'll be like, damn, guess I better bring something with a hood.
You've never thought to be like, I wonder if it's going to rain later today?
Nope. I just have an umbrella with me. And if I need
Everywhere? Always?
Yeah, I just keep it in my bag.
That's crazy. Because you could just not carry it.
Right, but like it's not heavy or like an inconvenience to have, so I just keep it in my bag.
You're like the opposite of Diogenes. It's so fucked up.
Yeah, man. True.
Because he was carrying around a bowl as his only possession for most of his life, and then he saw a kid bend over and use his hands to drink water from a stream, and he was like, I'm fucking stupid, and he threw the bowl away. You haven't reached enlightenment yet.
No, I have not. That's fine. So what are you saying? You're saying I should just find like a giant leaf and then hide under it during a rainstorm?
I'm saying you're carrying unnecessary things for no reason instead of thinking about it in a smart way.
Well, I guess so, but then I don't.
You could just look at the weather app, man.
Yeah, I should just like look at the weather app. You're definitely right, but I'm not claiming that my way of doing it is
because you're always on your damn phone anyway.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
I am not always on my damn phone.
You are always on your damn phone. How many fucking Instagram posts have you sent me this week? It's like a good amount. Okay, for the audio listeners, Henry's showing his
showing my screen time. For today, it is an hour and 30 minutes.
Which it's wild that you have that as a widget on your home screen.
I have it for fucking purposes like that so that I can check if I'm like, damn, I've been on my phone a lot today. I'm going to put it down and do something else. Jackson.
I turned it off.
You don't know who's always on their phone?
Who?
It's not you, by the way. It's not me either. No, you're not. You're not always on your phone.
Who's always on their phone? Call them out.
I don't know if they're going to listen to this podcast. It's TJ, though, but I don't know if they're going to listen to this podcast.
TJ's always on their damn
TJ
phone,
is on
bro.
his phone all the time, and at the same time, he's always on his iPad. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, it's called multitasking, I think.
He's like the guy who, like, TJ is the personification of, like, watching Subway Surfers while you're, like, looking at a TikTok, you know?
Yeah.
He's got his iPad with the notes on in class, and then on his phone, he's playing, like, hole.io, where you, like, walk around the city and you, like, eat all the objects and they fall into your mouth because you're a giant black hole. This is a scenario that actually happened.
Man.
Anyway.
I love hole.io, which is definitely not...
It's definitely not what it's called.
It's definitely not the next best name for a dating website.
I don't like that idea.
Why don't you like it? You're just not a marketer, man.
You want to know the funny part?
Yeah.
It is hole.io. Oh, that's so awesome. Anyway.
Wow, man.
Classic. Life is so beautiful in that way, isn't it?
You're always on your damn phone, dude. What's up with
I'm
that?
not always on my damn
Isn't
phone.
it sad?
It would be sad if I was, but I feel like I'm not always on my damn phone.
But you do. Isn't it fucked up we do so much on our damn phones? I don't know why. I've been on this for some reason.
You have been on this. I feel like we've talked about it a lot. I mean, you're right. I do wish that I was less reliant on my phone.
Okay, here's what I'd propose, a new thing now that the audio and video watchers and listeners can do at home. Right now, pick up your phone, unlock it with your face or your passcode or your thumb or whatever the hell you do. Delete an app right now.
Do I have to do this too?
Yeah, you have to do this as well. You have to pick an app and you have to delete it.
Can I keep the Starbucks app?
You should delete the Starbucks app.
But Jackson, what about my stars?
You don't even go to Starbucks.
Yes, I fucking do.
When was the last time you went to Starbucks?
I don't go to Starbucks anymore because it's not fall anymore. They're starting to sell the winter drinks, so I can't get a pumpkin loaf, so there's no point.
That's sad. Okay, I
Why
have
is it sad?
deleted Reddit. That is my choice.
I'm gonna delete something that I like actually use. I don't want to delete.
Yeah, that should be the idea. Delete something you actually use.
Um.
And take your time and think a lot about it. I have already been trying to not use Reddit anyway, so this makes it easy for me.
I think I'm just gonna delete Carmen Canvas.
What the hell is that?
That's the app where all my classes are.
Okay.
Which I just think is a funny choice. I mean, I kind of want to like delete Instagram.
Do it.
Yeah, that's true. Who's gonna notice?
No, I mean, I didn't say that. You said that, but yeah.
No one. All right. Here's my proof. It used to be right there.
Okay.
Now I only have Discord and Snapchat. And I can't delete Snapchat because how else am I going to send Tina a streak 5 hours late every day?
I mean, the real answer should have been deleting Snapchat, but I guess Instagram's the doom scroll for you, though.
No, because like if I wanted to, I could just open like TikTok or actually I've deleted TikTok and Reddit. So I guess now the only thing I have left is YouTube Shorts. But I don't really want.
You don't
want
to go there.
No,
it's never. You don't end up there because you want to be there. It's always
it's
like,
wild. YouTube Shorts is crazy. It's either like I'll either like watch like one clip from like a Valorant guy that's like, hey, this is the new skin bundle that's coming out like next month, like. You know, and here are the leaks for it. I think it's kind of cool. Like, say what you think about it in the comments. Bye. And then I scroll to the next one, and it's just like, Andrew Tate is literally better than God. Why? And I'm like, what? And it's like it's crazy.
Click the link in bio and pay $15 to find out.
No, it's $50.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. The YouTube Shorts is kind of wild. It's kind of like half of it is like people on YouTube trying to figure out what a short form thing is.
Yeah, like video like should be.
Yeah. And then the other half is people like just re-uploading shit from TikTok, which is very funny.
Yeah. I mean, I think that short form content is bad for us, generally speaking.
I don't think it's bad generally. I think anything is fine in moderation unless we're talking about uranium, in which case I would suggest as little of that as possible.
It is bad in all quantities. It is bad in any quantity of any kind, whether small or big.
Yeah.
Yeah, rat poison.
It's not great for you.
Well, I just think, I don't think that most people, I think most people have the gall to limit themselves from scrolling for like hours on end. Because it's just like easy. It's like, that was one little video. I'm just going to watch another one.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts is like, it's hitting the DAP pen.
Yeah.
And you're just, I need a quick hit. But sometimes the quick hit turns into a quick 4-hour procrastination session.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, everyone needs that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while. But if you do it every day, you're never going to get
But it's almost like people become... Like they don't do it voluntarily, right? Like it just becomes a thing that happens because they're on the app instead of making the actual realization that, you know what, I'm gonna take 2 hours to not do anything because that's what my brain needs.
Right.
Right. I think there's a stark difference there.
Yeah.
That being said, did you see that one tweet that came out today?
Nope.
Where
I
it
don't
was
have Twitter.
No, I know, but things make their way around the internet. You're an internet guy, okay? Let's not.
I've been on the internet, but I feel, yeah, duh. I feel like I'm not like chronically online though. Like something that happens that's like big usually takes like a few days to hit my brain space.
No, but you're in some circles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shit,
I'm in a couple
shit
circles.
spreads, but it's
so
like
what happened?
So there was this tweet of okay. I'll go chronologically. Step 1, earlier today or yesterday, I don't remember, XQC uploads a video on his YouTube channel and it's titled "I learned about the Israel-Hamas conflict, so you don't have to." And it's him doing the MrBeast face at like a photo of Palestine being bombed. And then someone makes a tweet and is like, I'll paraphrase, but they were just like, "I think this is bad." And then XQC replied, and he said, what did he say? He said like something like,
he thinks that the conflict is bad or that the video is bad.
No, he said like, "I don't care" or some shit like that. And then it's like another YouTuber replied and was like, "You have no soul." And then XQC replied to that saying, "Your bank account can relate." And it was a picture of like his diamond encrusted watch.
Wild.
Which I thought was interesting. And then I saw another tweet that was like, if you tried to make like a parody of this, like you couldn't come up with something better than this.
No.
But
so
anyway,
wait, XQC was trying to insult like the YouTuber or the guy?
No, XQC thinks of the criticism of him not reacting to he just puts like someone else's YouTube video on the stream and he just goes, "Huh?" when they like start talking about actual politics or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's his whole like, YouTube, Twitch content meta, I guess.
Yeah.
And people think that's bad because it's like, one thing, is like if you're just re-uploading like other people's content, it's lame because it's not your shit and you're not adding anything to it. But here it's elevated because it's a fucking war. So people are like, this is incredibly bad. You should have like some...
It's just like insensitive.
It's insensitive. You should have some measured response to this. And XQC's, whole game plan to respond to all of this criticism was to just post a picture of himself with like a briefcase of $10,000, which doesn't show any humility or really any good quality about anything.
Yeah,
to be honest,
I would be inclined to agree that that's really bad. Shitty.
I will say though, your bank account can relate is really funny.
It's a good one.
I have to add that to my book of tricks and treats.
I saw this tweet the other day. This guy was like, "Yeah, I was playing like COD, and there was someone in the lobby who was just like a 7-year-old. So like obviously they're not, or like some teenager or something. They definitely had to be older than 7. But they were like, and instead of like swearing at me or like calling me the N-word, they just said, 'Raise your credit score, loser,' and then killed me. And I don't think I've ever been so hurt in my life. And I was like, dude, that's such a good one. I gotta add that to the repertoire."
I feel like most people our age don't even have a credit score, probably.
I just got my first credit card like probably like 2 or 3 months ago. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of people do.
I mean, like if you pay rent, technically you have credit, or if you have loans, you have credit. You don't like need a credit card, but the credit card is like the main thing to build credit, right?
Yeah.
Like banks, it's crazy because banks will be like, "Oh, you need $200,000 for school. You can have that, I guess.
You can have it, yeah."
And then if that's your only credit ever in your life, one day you'll go to buy a house, and the banks will be like, "Why would we ever give you money ever?"
Yeah, that is true. That is just like how it works.
It's a little fucked up, but I mean, that's how the economy works. So.
Yeah. Well, it's like I signed up for my credit card and my credit score was like 700 or something. And then I remember like I checked it like a week later and then like my account had updated and it like showed my student loans or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just like tanked like so fast. I was like, "Oh, cool."
Well, I mean, every time when you get a new
now it's back up.
Credit card, that's a credit inquiry, which tanks your score. Credit
is so
inquiries
wild.
are very bad.
You would think that you could just like check your credit score.
I mean, technically you can.
Well, yeah, no, I know. But I like sometimes like if you get like if there is a credit inquiry in your account like from someone else or like some, like it lowers your credit score. Which I think is wild and doesn't make sense.
Talking
I'm
to the
stupid.
microphone, pussy.
I think that's wild and doesn't make sense unless I'm stupid or something.
No, but it's like the logic is kind of backwards, right? It's like banks want to see that you're like they want to know that you're trustworthy so they can loan out money to you, and in their
Right,
eyes,
and then you'll give it back.
yeah. So it's like the banks, they don't want you asking for credit all the time because then they're like, why does he ask for so much credit? What does he need all the money for? Does he not have money a lot all the time? And then the banks, they start writing this shit down because they keep tabs on you. They do.
Yeah, they conspire.
Yeah. They do conspire against you, unironically. That is their job.
That is their job. They are not rooting for you.
But they also, I mean, people gotta, like, you look at like Reddit and then there's like websites of people like, how do I raise my credit score or whatever? People who are like fucked in the credit area are like super fucked because the banks want to loan you money. Like they really want to. That's how they make money. So them not being able to loan money to you is very bad. It means you have fucked up in some major way.
Hey, well, I'm glad I haven't fucked up in some major way yet.
Yeah, man. That's good. I'm glad
That's
for you.
so cool. I'm glad that I haven't fucked myself over for the rest of my life yet after only being 20.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you for that.
Thanks, dude.
Anyway, what do you think about the state of the economy? What do you think about these interest rates?
I think it's bad. It's like really bad.
It is very bad.
It is some of the worst that we've ever seen ever.
Yeah,
which is
man.
Cool. Why are we talking about the economy?
I don't know. Do you want to segue us into something else?
Yeah, we can talk about like literally anything else. Hey, did you see that the new Fortnite like original map is coming back?
Yeah, the OG is coming back. I'm actually kind of hyped for it. I'll jump in once and never again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So, or not
It just,
never
like,
again,
looks-
but you know what? It's like once a year kind of thing for me.
Yeah. See, we started Fortnite Wednesdays, so now I have to, but not have to, but like I kind of play like once a week with me and my girlfriend and my buds, and it's fun. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they're just like bringing back the old man. Because even like one of my roommates who like doesn't play video games at all was like, dude, new Fortnite maps coming back, or like old Fortnite maps coming back. We gotta play. And I was like, what? Really?
I don't feel like it's as big of a thing as people are making it. I mean, maybe it's a big thing for ages, 8 to 13 or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's not like I played it when it was there originally, so I don't really give a shit. I think it's cool to clarify, but I don't really particularly care that much.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool that they're doing it, I guess it's cool that it's bringing people back to the game. I like when companies do things that like unite people. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean that's what gaming is for, I think. Like that's just historically what it does. Like people, show up to Nintendo Smash tournaments in the middle of nowhere just so they can like go 0-2 in the tournament.
Right, but then you got some friends for life.
Yeah. I mean, that's how that shit works. You see all the backlash. This was like a week and a half ago at this point.
Yes.
Because we're late to the news. But Nintendo, there was a lot of misconceptions about Nintendo's new rules and regulations regarding running tournaments.
Smash tournaments,
which is very interesting. Basically, Nintendo was just saying, hey, if you run a like big tournament, you should like tell us so we can give you a license. And you should have to follow these rules. And the rules aren't like crazy. I think a lot of people were interpreting it that
I feel like they're
just
not that
they're
wild.
shutting down stuff. They're not doing that. The main issue is like there was some worry about whether or not big tournaments were going to be able to get licenses, but so far I think all of the big tournaments that matter have licenses already. So it doesn't really matter that much. And smaller communities seem to be getting licenses just fine. And if you
I feel
have a
like they
license, you can do whatever you want. But if you don't have a license, that's where a lot of these like arbitrary restrictions come in. And there's weird things like you can't have more than 200 people at a tournament if you don't have a license. If you don't have a license, you can't pay the tournament organizers. If you don't have a license, you can't have like a prize pool above 10K or something like that. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But I guess Nintendo just wants everything to go through them, so they have some semblance of overarching control, which maybe is a bad thing in the long run. We don't know what their plans are, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I just feel like it doesn't really benefit or hurt them in any way. I guess really it doesn't hurt them in any way. I feel like it only benefits. Getting more people to play Smash Bros. Is like, this is great. Like, more people are going to play it. If they don't have the game, they're going to go out and buy the game, which is just sales for them. It at least generates like some sort of just like general interest, I guess, from people who might not. Well, I guess if you're going to play in a Smash tournament, like you're probably already like pretty into the game.
No, but tournaments, they bring people in. Like, it's advertisement at its most bare bones level. I mean, if you think about it,
like
Valve
free.
Does zero advertising for Counter-Strike at all ever in the history of the game. Their only advertising ever has been spent on doing worlds and things like that. Yeah. Which is probably the only reason why something like that exists, honestly. Right. And why people continue to play Counter-Strike. But I mean, this is the way I'm looking at the Nintendo drama specifically is like, hey, this is, Nintendo's way of getting involved in the scene, because for the past entirety of their existence, they've stayed away from it, and I think it's clear that they want to get involved. I mean, they've been talking to like the bigger organizations already for a couple of years now. So I feel like it would be cool, like if they get involved in like a good way though, like if they help facilitate and like advertise and they like provide equipment. That's what I'm saying. This thing can go either way. Like they can actively hurt the tournaments that are being run through them now. They can do nothing, which would honestly, I think, make a lot of people happy. Yeah. Or they could actually help us in some way, which I doubt will happen. I doubt that they will help, but if they did, it would be really cool. Yeah. But I think a lot of people at the onset of the news, they were kind of freaking out, and that was mainly just... I don't want to be like, oh, misinformation these days, Fox News, but that's kind of what it was. It's fake news, dude. These libs have no idea what they're talking about. Which, I mean, this is a thing that happens when articles first come out in Japanese, and, Yeah, and then they're like, they have to get translated, and then everyone's like, oh my god. Yeah, like I remember in Splatoon 2, for every patch that they pushed out, everyone like wanted to see the patch notes for like what weapons changed and stuff like that. Yeah. And the patch notes always come out in Japanese first. So there's like 3 people in the Western Splatoon community who know how to translate Japanese. Right. So everyone flocks to their Twitter accounts at like 2 a.m. to be like, what's the patch say? Like, it looks like it looks like the splatter shot fires 2 frames faster now. And it's like, that's phenomenal. It's like, wow, I'm really glad I waited until 2 a.m. to find that out. The game has changed forever because of this. Yeah. It's legendary. But speaking about, what do you enjoy more? Because you've been doing Fortnite Wednesdays for a hot minute now. We've just recently started CS Sundays. Which, and Thursday is the day we record the podcast. What's your favorite day of the week? My favorite day is Thursday. That's it. Okay. I don't know. I feel like... No, but it's get rid of the podcast. What do you enjoy more? Yeah, but I want to know who you enjoy more. Well, it's different, because it's not that I enjoy one more than the other. I think I probably have more fun playing Fortnite, but I like CS Sundays better. Yeah. I just don't really like CSGO. No, I know.
It's not that I don't think it's a bad game by any means, and like I do have fun when we play, but like Fortnite is like, it's just like chill, you know. I don't really have to like worry about winning, and they have like fun stuff to do, and they got like cars and like cool heists and stuff. But like,
It's true. You're cartoon brained.
I am cartoon brained.
That's just how you work.
I just
So I
have
get
boy
that.
brain. I just have like
I
child
don't
brain.
think you have boy brain.
No, I like simple things.
You have color brain. You have like
I
crayons
do. Yeah, you're right.
and shit.
I
up
do.
there.
Yeah, there are crayons. I'd be a great business major.
Yeah, man.
It's too bad I was blessed with intelligence, because now I have to do something with it or whatever.
It's too bad you figured out how to draw in the lines, and they took you out of that pile and they put you in another pile. They're like, here's all the kids that know how to actually do shit.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't really have more fun on Fortnite Wednesdays, because like you guys have made me look forward to playing a game that I don't even like. So that's like pretty good. I think that's saying something. I do like CS Sundays. Like I have fun.
No, I think I don't know what I was gonna say.
I thought you were going to ask me if I liked playing Fortnite better or the new Minecraft server better.
Oh, that's where I was going, because last Sunday we did not do CS Sundays because we were doing Minecraft,
Because we were doing Minecraft.
which is
I don't
cool.
know, man.
Also,
I love the Minecraft server.
I'm not I mean, you know this about me. I'm not a modded Minecraft guy, so I've just been running around playing regular ass Minecraft. I have
That's
not
kinda what I'm doing
interfaced with
now.
any of the cool things at all.
Really?
No.
I feel like for me, my favorite mods in Minecraft are the ones that just make it like slightly better.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when we first got on, like the shit that I use, like the only mods that I install when I'm playing by myself is like a mod that makes like the F3 screen slightly better, and then and I have like a texture pack, and that's it. Honestly,
Yeah. For me, it's just like I just love, like, my favorite part of any game is like the environments and like, I don't know, the animals. I think animals are cool.
yeah, that's why
Like-
you liked Horizon.
Yeah, 'cause it's so fucking cool. And like it has great scale and like the world building is good. Dream job for me is like map designer for like game company.
Yeah,
Like I just
which is
like,
not like a job. It's not you know what I mean?
I feel like being in map design and being in that type of stuff is like
No,
a
but there's
thing
not
at
like
game
one
studios.
guy who's like,
No.
oh, we have to go to the map designer to figure this out. You know what I
Right.
mean?
No, I mean it's like a team of people. But like I just think that'd be cool. Like I love like doing like world building shit.
Yeah.
So like that's why I like game. That's why I like Pikmin. It's so good.
What? That is
'Cause
not
it's
why
just
you
got-
like Pikmin.
That is why I like Pikmin.
You
'Cause
like
I
the
don't-
gameplay of Pikmin.
I mean, like I do, but that's not like my favorite part about because I've played other RTSs and I don't like it like nearly as much. I feel like Pikmin's just like very charming and like the I've already explained this before. I'm not going to get into this. Everything in the series just fits really well together, and I really like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like it fits the best together in Pikmin 3, which is why that's my favorite. But I don't know. I just like I like stuff like that. So
Did you ever beat Pikmin 4?
Nope.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Still haven't done
man.
it. I haven't touched it in like a month.
That's so funny.
I should probably do that.
It's crazy because you were waiting for it for so long.
I think I did that to my own fault because I just like hyped it up so much that I thought it was going to be so good, and then I got to playing it and I was like, this just isn't like as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah, you had unrealistic expectations for a thing that like probably didn't exist for half the time that you were waiting for it.
Well, I thought that they were just going to like make Pikmin 3 but like a little better.
Why would they do the thing that you want?
No, I know that they wouldn't, but like no, like the difference from like Pikmin 1 to Pikmin 2 to Pikmin 3 is like not super large. So I figured that I don't know.
No, but you know, Nintendo, they always have to reinvent themselves for some reason.
Yeah, they do, which is so lame.
It's unfortunate it makes good games.
I mean, sometimes it makes good games, sometimes it doesn't.
And 90% of the time it makes good games. You know what I mean? Like we went from Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask. It's like, that's crazy.
Great game. Yeah.
You know, and maybe that's not the best example because Majora's Mask uses the exact same assets of Ocarina of Time, but you know
but
what
I feel
mean.
like that it's still like totally. It's like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Like I think that Tears of the Kingdom is it's objectively better than Breath of the Wild.
It is objectively better. I think we had
liked
this discussion
Breath of the Wild better. Yeah.
after the game was out for a while, but yeah, I think I like Breath of the Wild better. And
I think it was also just like it's like a nostalgia thing for me too, though. Like that coming out at that time in my life is like, oh,
that was
so
part
good.
of it for sure. I think the big thing that I always go back to is like, if I hadn't spent like 300 hours in the first game, it would make exploring the world of the second game a lot more fun.
Oh, I still liked exploring the world in the second game way more than I liked it in the first game. I just feel like it felt way more foreign and like new and cool in the first game.
That's what I'm saying. Like in Tears of the Kingdom, I kind of already knew the map like the back of my hand. And knowing where stuff was in Breath of the Wild, just intuitively, I was like, oh, this is probably where this stuff is in this one, which ended up being true.
I feel like they changed it up like a decent amount, though. I still feel like there was a lot of things that I like had never seen. And I was like, oh.
No, for sure. But you know what I mean? Like shrines are kind of roughly in the same area and stuff like that. And I think, I mean, Nintendo, I think you could probably make a video essay, and someone probably already has. But they have a very distinct like visual language in their games. You know what I mean? Like stuff is just clear. Like I don't know if you saw this tweet. This is from like a month and a half ago at this point. But there was this tweet that blew up of like someone was playing a game and they were complaining about how, I think it was like I don't know, it was some Dark Souls type game, and there was like a ladder that was like against a wall, and they had a yellow arrow on the wall pointing to the ladder, and someone posted that on Twitter and was like, this is so stupid. It's an insult to gamers' intelligence or whatever. And then there were like game devs flooding the chat being like, no, this is actually like good fucking game design.
Yeah, what?
But it's like that, you know what I mean? Like Nintendo, they're pretty obvious with how they design stuff. It's pretty like, you do have to be a kid to be bad at Nintendo games.
Yeah, and that's why they were harder when we were kids.
Well, yeah. And we also just had less brain cells.
We had less brain total. Cells, lobes, or brain organs.
Brain organs?
Those brain organs. Like the brain and then the stem. Yep.
What?
Anyway, just pretend moving on.
You could have said there's different cortexes. You could have said
whatever,
the
man.
amygdala or some shit.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm just saying, you got to go to Improv 101, man.
Yeah, why I went on this tangent in the first place is to say that the mods that I like in Minecraft are like Biomes of Plenty. I love that mod because it feels like very vanilla, but they just make the world like bigger.
It make world big, yeah.
You make world big, and I like big world.
And big better, Texas.
There's not really good like lore or anything in Minecraft. I mean, like there is apparently allegedly lore, but I feel like there's
no
not
lore,
really.
Dude.
There's not actually lore in Minecraft. It's like about exploring and building whatever. So just adding more to explore for me is always like a.
Unless Jeb comes out and says all the lore verbatim, there's no lore in Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything to add to that. You're right.
There's some communities, man. They just like to speculate and get their little grubby hands everywhere. And matpat's one of them. Okay.
Hey, he's in the FNAF movie.
I don't care that he's in a FNAF. Who gives a shit, man?
I think it's really funny.
To me, that's like obviously. You know what I mean? Because it's like he's a celebrity. Of course, he's gonna be in a movie.
I guess, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, who do you, I think, as of recently, that there's not a huge difference in popularity between people like matpat and someone like who's like an actual actor.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think, like, I think the number of people who know about MatPat and who know about like Jack Black is like a lot closer than you would think.
I don't think that's true.
No, I think that's true.
I think that you're right, and I agree with your logic. But I feel like if you asked more people, like there are definitely YouTubers who are like that, but I feel like MatPat might be too niche to be one of them.
I think MatPat is as popular as Jack Black. I'll stand by that.
Okay.
And here's because it's tough, right? I think you're right that there's a bit of an imbalance. And I think part of that is that being that like the people who know MatPat are our generation and younger and like slightly above us, right?
Yeah.
But those people, there's like a high standard deviation of people who know who he is. But then like once you get past those areas, then it's like a bunch of boomers, and there's way more boomers than there are us. You know what I mean?
But I think that think about the people that you know and that I know and that we know, and like I'm sure like most of them totally know who MatPat is. But I feel like if you were to ask like average Joe, like, oh, do you know Jack Black or do you know MatPat? They would pick Jack Black every time.
Here's the thing. I think Zoomers are also fucked up. I think there's an insane amount of Zoomers who don't know who Jack Black is. You know what I'm saying? Because every once in a while, I was talking to, this is like a year ago or something like that. I was talking to this girl online, and I made like some kind of reference to Bill Gates, and she was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "What do you mean?"
That's wild.
How do you not know who Bill Gates is? Or it might not have been Bill Gates. It might have been like Steve Jobs or something like that. But it was an important person.
Steve Jobs is just as crazy to not know.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, and I'm saying
but maybe I'm just saying that because I'm me though. Like I feel like a bunch of course I know who Steve Jobs is. I'm a fucking nerd. So
sure.
Yeah, but like
But that's a kind of person that like transcends like the I was gonna say genres of people. No, the generations of people, right? Like
no, I think genres of people is the right word. I do think people have different genres.
It is kind of true, but you know what I mean? Like you can go to your uncle at Thanksgiving who lives in like the middle of the woods or whatever, and that guy knows who Steve Jobs is.
He might not, though.
But that your uncle has, I'm just going to call him your uncle. I don't know why. But your uncle, like the probability of him knowing who Steve Jobs is a lot higher than him knowing either Jack Black or MatPat.
That is fair. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your uncle has not watched any movies with Jack Black in it.
Or MatPat.
Or MatPat, I guess.
Which he's only in one. It's the FNAF movie.
No, wasn't he one of the ones in like Free Guy or whatever it was that had all the like Ninja was in it and stuff?
I don't know. I just think Ninja's really funny. Maybe he was in that. I don't know.
Who,
Ninja
Jack
was
Black?
definitely in. No, MatPat.
I feel like MatPat was in Free Guy. I know Pokimane was in it. But I don't know if... Jamie, can we pull that up?
He was not.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest MatPat fan. But you know what I'm saying. Like, I think MatPat's on the rise.
Sure, man. Yeah, I mean, he is. Like, he's, like, successful.
Speaking of...
He seems like a decent guy, too.
Speaking of MatPat, did you see that thing where it was like, oh, what's her name? I don't want to not remember her name. That would be so embarrassing for... Well, you can't say who because I don't remember their name, so I'm looking it up right now. Hold on.
I know, like, who, like, what relation to MatPat are they?
MatPat was in, like, a YouTube's creator games thing with MrBeast a while ago. So MrBeast was doing, like, this hide-and-seek thing.
Is this, like, the huge sock... Oh, no. Okay.
Where they rented out, like... God damn, I'm not going to find it. But MrBeast was doing like a hide and seek thing in like a football stadium in LA or something like that, and it was sponsored by YouTube. And this was like 2 years ago. And like Logan Paul was in it. Like there were a bunch of big YouTubers, and MatPat was there. And there was one girl who put out a tweet like just recently, and she was like, MrBeast lied in the video. I actually got 3rd place, but in the video she got like 5th place or something like that.
Damn.
So people went back and they like rewatched the video or whatever. And it's just like it's YouTube or whatever. So they just re-edited it for storytelling purposes to like make the video better. But she was like
so
mad
lame.
2 years later that
Guys,
her
I
place
didn't
got
get
switched around.
5th. I got 3rd. You didn't win. Who cares?
And it's so lame. No, but she phrased it as like I'm tired of people like stepping over
not
me
knowing
in the industry or something like that. Which I can
3rd
get,
in MrBeast's hide and seek.
which I get that. I mean,
that totally
she's a
is
woman
valid.
in the creator economy. It's certainly not particularly nice to women, unfortunately.
No,
That's
it
just
sucks.
the way the world
Everyone is mean to women, and they
So I
should stop.
I can sympathize with her general message, but it's funny that her example of this happening is her place
being
being
like, "Guys,
swapped around
I didn't even get 5th place.
in
I
a
got
Mr.
3rd.
Beast thing 2 years ago.
Yeah,
But
I mean that does suck.
MatPat
though.
was in it, and that's why I was reminded of it.
Shout out MatPat. He's gonna be on the podcast next week. Actually,
He is going to be on the podcast next week. Yeah, we
Could
didn't.
you imagine? We should
haven't
just start
told
reaching out to
that.
people and see if they want to be on the podcast.
Yeah, we could send some emails.
It doesn't even matter if anyone responds. We just check.
Yeah, I mean, you could always send an email, and look, the person isn't gonna see. If we email theovon@gmail.com, it's not going to Theo Von, it's going to his team.
Well, first of all, if we email theovon@gmail.com, I think that we're going to get scammed. But if we look up his actual email and then we email him, maybe it'll be fine.
Yeah. But I think there are some people that I feel like, they're not big enough to say, no, I won't go on a podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There are some people that we could get, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about, how do we contact the president of the United States?
I don't think that's going to... We DM him on Instagram, by the way, if you want to know. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I've done that, and he hasn't responded so far.
Okay,
Here,
well,
hold
do you
on.
want me to do it?
I'm going to open up my... Do you think he has a better chance of responding to you than me?
Probably not. I don't have Instagram anymore either, so now you got to do it.
Yeah, I'm opening my Instagram right now because I wanted to... My DMs
Oh, wait.
What?
I'm not going to be able to see your story anymore.
We have a podcast together. You don't need to see my story.
Yeah, but your story's so good.
Okay. My DMs with Joe Biden, and it's the @Joe Biden account. It's not the @POTUS account, which is different. My DMs with Joe Biden go like this. You mentioned Joe Biden in your story. You mentioned Joe Biden in your story. You mentioned Joe Biden in your story. And then I message him, all right, Joe, we got to do something about all this racism stuff. Let me get involved. And then I mentioned him in a story, and then I mentioned him in a story, and then I mentioned him in a story on Sunday of this week.
What was that?
I said, Joe Biden, @Joe Biden, if you don't do something about the price of milk and eggs, I'm going to drill a hole through my roommate's hands and feet and only refer to him as Jesus Christ.
I remember that. That was a good one.
So my roommate is reeling from that currently.
Is he currently having holes drilled into his hands and feet?
He's got many holes. He's on hole.io right now. He's got so many.
That's tough. They're gonna make buildings fall into him and stuff.
Yeah. He's like that. There's like an indie game of that, right? There's like Donut County or something.
Yeah, Donut County's really cool.
It's like you play as like a raccoon or some shit who's just like, I like fucking making holes or whatever.
Yeah, but then I think you play as the hole and you like start like you collect.
No,
things
yeah,
and then
but
they
it's like
fall into your
the
hole.
raccoon doing all the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
because they
It's a
do
cool
all
game.
the shit.
Yeah.
In the world, Joe Biden is probably just like
He's kind of just like a front for the president. Everyone knows that raccoons run the United States
he's
government.
3 raccoons in a suit. Many
Yeah.
people are saying
With a
this.
mask.
Yeah.
See, but there are people who say and believe that too.
Yeah, isn't that kind of crazy?
That's wild. It's crazy and nuts.
There are some people out there who are like, I can't even like try and make something up for a comedic bit, because
Of like people who are
there's
actually
better
just,
examples that are just real. You can go read the New York Times. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Of like people stacked up in a trench coat.
Of that, yeah, and also people who believe some insane shit. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's wild. I still can't believe that they found aliens in Mexico. That was wild.
yeah, they did do that.
Yep.
I mean, you know it's real because we used it as, or I guess
As a
I
thumbnail.
used it as thumbnail title clickbait.
Right. And it kind of worked.
Yeah, I mean, that's the primary goal here at Waste Management. Trick the masses.
I still can't believe that our
Profit.
most viewed video is the John Mulaney one.
Dude, I think it's literally just like shit that's popular sometimes pops off for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
when
the
that's-
Minecraft mob vote one did well.
Like the on the old podcast, we had an episode where we talked about like there was a big article that came out about like the McDonald's ice cream machines and whether they're always broken or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And that was our most viewed podcast for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. The algorithm's weird, man. You could fill a whole podcast talking about that alone, but
Yeah, it's so odd.
it's a little odd. What do you think makes the algorithm tick?
I don't know. That's the tough part.
Do you think it just goes back to boobs? You know what I'm saying? Like a topic's relation to boobs is how well it does in YouTube.
Yeah, but then like, how does John Mulaney relate to boobs?
Because it's like connection.
I think that
comedian, and he makes bits that are sexual bits, boobs. It's like 3 degrees of separation.
I think that
You know what I
Then
mean?
how come
And
our video-
Minecraft is also close because it goes Minecraft, girlfriend
mod.
Minecraft boobs.
Yep. Oh, that was instant. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I still think that a successful YouTube thumbnail could just be like boobs, like what Smosh used to do back in like 2010.
And college humor, dude.
I think that would still work, if I'm going to be straight up. I don't think people will ever be tired of clicking on boobs. I don't think
Yeah.
that'll ever stop. Awful thing that I have seen.
Okay.
I don't remember if I think I've talked to you about this. I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast.
Yeah.
But do you know what Dungeon Hunter is?
No, I've never heard of this.
So Dungeon Hunter is this game made by famous game studio Gameloft. And what Dungeon Hunter is...
Wait, what is Gameloft? What are their other games?
I'm just kidding. They're not famous.
Okay.
They make mobile games. And they always have.
Do they?
But they make like a mean mobile game. Like they make like real, like they have like Asphalt 9 is their game. I'm pretty sure, which is like a racing game.
Mhm.
Asphalt 9.
I don't know anything about mobile games because I don't have games on my phone.
Yeah.
That's
Well, so that's what I mean.
one
I
of my
haven't played a
personality
Gameloft
traits.
game in a really long time, but like I used to have it when I was a kid and I like first got my phone.
sure.
And so at the time it was Dungeon Hunter 4 had just come out. And Dungeon Hunter is just Diablo. Like it's the same thing.
Okay.
It is like copied one for one. Like obviously the graphics are a little different and like the assets are different because they don't want to get sued, but it's the
Right.
same damn game. Very fun, actually. Very surprisingly good. When I played it as a kid, I remember it being good. There was not like microtransactions yet because this was like 2014, 2015.
Oh, they had microtransactions then. Come on.
Yeah, they did, but it wasn't like, you need this to fucking play the game.
No,
It's not like it is
every
now.
game is technically like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
but I spent a lot of money on fucking Dragon City or whatever it was.
yeah, Dragonvale.
Dragonvale, yeah, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't wait for my fucking dragon to hatch. It takes 5 days. What am
I
I supposed
can't.
to
I
do?
need
Wait.
I need to see it now.
I
Yeah,
need to
right.
see my lightning dragon, bro.
I need to see
at
my double rainbow dragon.
How am I gonna wait a week for my double rainbow breeded with my leaf dragon, dude? Are you kidding
Right.
me?
You
That's
got to find out what they
ridiculous.
made. But yeah, that's what I mean. So I feel like they at least used to be less like reliant on them. How about
Sure,
that?
yeah. This is
So
like
Dungeon Hunter
pre
4.
Overwatch doing all their loot box
Right.
shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now Dungeon Hunter 6 is their newest game. I
like
didn't even know they
BTD
made a
6.
5. Like Bloons TD6. I got an advertisement on my YouTube the other day for Dungeon Hunter 6. It is one of the craziest YouTube ads I think I've ever seen.
Oh, really?
It's like this woman laying in a chair and she like has her hand over like this, but like she has like long like witchy nails.
Yeah.
So she's laying kind of like this, just like tits like out, just like big old honkers. And then she's sitting like cross-legged in like a chair like this, and it
Yeah.
just shows like her whole damn nude foot on the screen. Like it's
Okay.
literally just like a hentai screenshot.
Yeah.
And then it just says like Dungeon Hunter 6 at the top.
I think this is the effect of Genshin Impact on the market economy
Ugh.
of video games.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Isn't there a Genshin character that has no shoes or socks or whatever?
Probably, man. I don't know. I don't get why people like feet. They're feet. You use them for walking and moving. There's nothing sexual about them.
No, but you know what I mean. It's the same thing of like, remember, I don't know if no, you definitely remember this because you were a track guy. But like I remember running cross country when I was very young, and it was a thing where the girls were not allowed to have their shoulders exposed.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing. It's like who cares?
Yeah, I guess
It doesn't affect anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I certainly wasn't thinking about that shit when I was in 3rd grade. I'll tell you that much.
Hell no.
It's crazy.
I wasn't like, oh damn, there's Sally's shoulder.
Yeah.
I can't pay attention in class now. Like,
I mean,
what?
that shit's kind of attractive now, but not when I was like 8. Shit was different back then.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't
But it's
really
the
know.
same. Some people like shoulders. Some people like midriff. Some people like, it's whatever. Some people
No,
like
I'm
hands,
not
you know what I
I'm
mean?
not trying to hate. Like it's, you can like what you like, but I don't want to see ads for feet on my YouTube.
But it's not ads for feet. It's ads so you can spend money to get feet.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I know that they're just trying to like apply to the wider audience, and they're like, yeah, well, if we have boobs and feet, then that just hits all the bases. You're either a boobs guy or
Yeah,
a
you
foot
don't want to
guy.
exclude. It's 2023.
Right, but they don't want to cater to the ass folk.
Look, they know what they're definitely
know what their
catering
audience
to
is.
the ass folks. Believe me.
Why do I need to believe you? What do you know?
Because that shit is so easy. You just have to have like an in-game character. You know what I'm saying? And the ass folks are just gonna be spent playing the game turned around. You know what I mean? The camera
I guess
behind
so.
their character. They don't got to do that in the adverts. Like that's just part of the game. But they
Yeah, I
know who
suppose
their audience is, right? Like all the anime
Yeah.
fucks are like weird, fucked up losers, and they know that.
Yeah.
So they're just able to cash in on their little cow community
On their weird guy community. Their
Yeah.
little weirdo.
because they're all
Yeah.
fucked up and weird and small. And do you know what else is fucked up? How long this podcast has been going? I got shit to do. Let's get the
Okay.
hell out of here.